rated number 1 by the Wrestling Writers Federation. Join us now for a fast-paced competition of professional wrestling, featuring the top stars from the world's largest governing body, the National Wrestling Alliance.
Hello, Charlotte Online, Rick Stewart. Welcome once again to Southeastern Television Wrestling. A lot of enthusiasm here, and rightfully so. We've got a lot of great stars returning today.
Oh, yes, the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol, longtime favorite here in the Southeastern area. And some very special news about the Universal Heartthrob, I think, that we have for the fans today.
And that is that he has captured the Southeastern Heavyweight Championship from very short-term champion Vic Rain.
A little bit later in the show, we'll be taking a look at the match that occurred in Panama City, Florida, where the title changed hands. Austin Idol, of course, the new Southeastern Heavyweight Champion. Plus a tremendous lineup of matches today on TV. We'll be seeing Bob Armstrong in action. Plus, Jerry Stubbs and Arn Anderson, the Southeastern Tag Team Champions.
And the return of a former Southeastern Heavyweight Champion, Jimmy Golden. And we were talking a little bit earlier about Austin Idol. He'll be our special guest on Personality Profile a little bit later on this hour. A lot of great action coming your way in the next hour. A lot of news on various matches that have taken place in the last week in the arenas. And, of course, the big one, the Southeastern Heavyweight Championship belt. Now around the waist of the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. After last night in Panama City, Florida, what a victory for Idol, and what a great way for him to come back into the Southeastern wrestling area. A lot of action in the next hour. Interesting filmed highlights, personality profile. You stay with us. Right now, let's go to the ring for our first match of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's first television match is one fall to 10-minute time limit. The referee is Marvin Kelly. Now in the ring at 230 pounds, Birmingham, Alabama's Shawn Cooper. His opponent now making his way to the ring at 235 pounds, Marietta, Georgia Bullet, Bob Armstrong.
Alabama's Shawn Cooper. Bell sounds, we're ready for action. Collar and elbow. As you can hear by the reaction of the crowd, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller has obviously decided to come out and join us for, I assume, the commentary of this match.
I'm like a big old bear. I just do whatever I feel like doing. Nobody tells me what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. I want to come out here right now because I want to straighten something out. There's been a lot of talk about my Continental Championship being defended here in the Southeast. Well, I just defended it Wednesday night in Chicago, Illinois against Jack Briscoe in the amphitheater, 22,000 people, and beat him right in the middle, and I have no intention. You see, that's an illegal chop that Armstrong uses. It should be banned and it should be barred. Back to what I was talking about, I have no intention to defend the Continental Championship in the Southeast. It will not happen.
Well, I was assuming that negotiations have been made with you and that you were going to defend the Continental Heavyweight Championship.
I told you I defended it this week. I've defended it twice already. But I will not defend it in the Southeast. You can forget about that. It will not happen. Because these people, as far as I'm concerned, are not worthy of my defense of the Southeastern Championship. Or the Continental Championship, I should say. Did I say Southeastern Championship? That little bitty title that Austin Idol came in here and stole from Vic Rain?
Okay. Another shot by Armstrong.
Chop. I keep telling you, it's all illegal chops. It's all he throws. They're right in the throat area. If it's in the chest, that would be all right. But when a man chops you in the throat, that's an illegal move. It's like jamming a thumb into somebody's throat.
Right jab by Armstrong. Headbutt by Armstrong.
That ought to be an illegal move, too. You know, I beat Bob Armstrong 17 times. Excuse me. I've beaten Bob Armstrong 17 times in about the last 4 weeks. I've just beaten him in every match all over this part of the country. You just ask the fans that have attended the matches. They will tell you how I've taken care of Bob Armstrong.
I'm sure the fans at the ringside of various arenas have their own opinion as to what happened in the matches between Armstrong and Fuller.
Yeah,
it's depressing, sir, that you choose not to defend a title in the area you won it from. You beat Michael Hayes here for the Continental Heavyweight Championship. Why? Why avoid the southeastern area? That's basically what it is, isn't it? You're avoiding this area.
I wanted to leave this area, did I not? I intended to leave this area when I won that championship. You're the guys that dug up all these old contracts. You're the reason I'm here. But not one of them said that I had to defend the Continental Championship here. And I will not defend the Continental Championship. That's another illegal move right in the throat, just like he's done all the ones before.
Crashing down with that knee into the upper chest area, and he's got the pin to win.
I think he's good, Bob Armstrong. He's nothing. I'll tell you that. He's nothing. He never has been. He never will be.
Bullet Bob Armstrong is the winner of the...
Armstrong may have a little something to say here about this.
Mr. Fuller has got a bit of problem.
He's got nowhere to go over there. Jimmy Golden and Rick McGraw cut him off.
That's what I thought, brother. Buzzard all the way. Birds of a feather flock together, and that's a couple of buzzards. Take a step back. He won't run then, Charlie.
Okay, that's a true statement if I ever heard it. Texas Deathmatch rules, he will not run, and Mr. Fuller was looking for some place to go right then.
And there he was. It was promised a couple of minutes ago. We're going to take a look at a piece of videotape film that saw the then Southeastern heavyweight champion Vic Rain.
and now next week. Let's just pause here. Let me see this right, and I'll tell you everything exactly what happened.
Okay, the place is the Marina Civic Center in Panama City, Florida. The Southeastern Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Vic Rain defending against the Universal Heartthrob.
Look at this. Now, you see, you talk about the heartthrob, Austin Idol. Well, let me tell you something, Idol. They got cocktail bars for people like you. And I'm going to save you back there. You're going to be the biggest hit in that bar because you're going to have so many bandages around your body. All them pretty little men are going to just love you.
There goes that right foot again, Mr. Rain.
What is it with the right foot? Everybody in this country's worried about my right foot. Does that bother you now?
Well, that was a perfectly legal move.
It's a perfectly legal move. Everything I do is a perfectly legal move.
Making an adjustment to the boots.
Now you're going to see exactly what I've been trying to tell all you dogs in the South since I've been here. Here he comes now. Backstabber, sneaky, rotten, low-down dog that he is. But I can understand that. Because it always will take, always did, always will, it will take at least 3-4 Southern dogs to be one Canadian. We all know that. Because all you people in the South are backstabbing. Look at this. This is exactly what I mean. There is nothing happening here except a typical Southern conversation is death. And it is going to be the death of you, Jimmy Golden, the day that you got into my face. Now I'm mad, brother. I'm mad like a raging dog. I'm going to bite you all up. And then I'm going to hang him out like a slab of meat to dry. And then I'm going to spank you, Austin Idol, with that belt that your mom and daddy should have spanked you with before. But that's okay. So here we go. Look at this. 2-1. Exactly 2-1. Yeah, now I'm finally getting some help. My friend Rick Rogers finally came in that ring, and then he is going to give me some conversation. Now the right is. Look at Rogers take over here. Now look at Golden. See, I'm down. Guy's punching on me, pulling on my eyes. Well, that's okay. Because it's here. Goodbye, Bill. Goodbye, Golden. Because from here on in, Mr. Nice Guy is over. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy. And as far as all you people are out there, I'm going to send out another bushel of corn in the cob so all you pigs can have something to eat.
In fact, the man could also lift the Southeastern heavyweight wrestling champion no matter what Mr. Rain or Mr.
And you saw a conspiracy here. Jimmy Golden interfering with Vic Rain, and you saw me interfere because it was 2-on-1 with Austin Idol. Now the people ask, why would I interfere with Austin Idol? The answer is because I'm the baddest man in the Southeastern area. I'm the man with the beautiful blonde hair. I'm the man with the 22-inch gun, and I'm the man that gets all the women. And I'm here to prove to all the people. Doc Rougeau was here. He's history. Kenny Lucas, the living legend. He's gone. Larry Hamilton, no more.
Tim Horner, he's out of here. The people that stand is Hustle Rip Rogers and Vic Rain.
Don't forget the invincible, Charlie.
And Austin Idol, I'm going to prove to all these people. And if you mess with Brenda Britton, you look out, Idol, because one of the baddest people in the southeastern area, and we're here to prove it. Bring on the Confederate Army because the North is here.
I think that's enough, Sid. Rogers having his comments to make about Mr. Idol. He'll have his chance at Mr. Idol in the arena. And
I'm sure Austin's got a couple of things to say to Mr. Rock.
And we'll have some comments on Austin Idol, from Austin Idol on that very matter a little bit later on. Right now, you watch this.
What makes Herb Lynch's Alabama's top sportscaster? It's his aggressive reporting style. His ability to break the big story first. And his first-hand knowledge of the Alabama sports scene. What makes Herb Lynch's Alabama's top sportscaster? Experience. The kind you get from the people you know best. BRC6 News.
Sometimes I think that boy, he's crazy.
Bojangles.
Oh, you know he's giving out free Coca-Cola all summer.
How you do that?
He invents this refrigerator to carry cold drinks. Buy one for just 99 cents. And with every 12-piece or larger box of chicken, both fill it full of 4 16-ounce soft drinks. Free all summer. Just no cooking like Cajun.
The championship wrestling comes to the beautiful Alabama State Fairgrounds in Birmingham this Monday night at 8:30. United States Junior title on the line. It's the Rapid Toll meets Tommy Gilbert. Alabama title return. Rick McGraw challenges new champion Boris Zuhkov. Special challenge match. Jimmy Golden meets Vic Rain. Southeastern Tag Team titles no DQ as the Rapid Toll squares off against Arn Anderson and Jerry Stubbs. Then the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol defends his Southeastern title against Hustler Rip Rogers. And in the main event, Texas Deathmatch rules as Bob Armstrong meets the Tennessee Stud Ron Fuller. Monday night, the Alabama State Fairgrounds. I'll tell you, the action at the Alabama State Fairgrounds gets wilder and wilder every week, and a lot of things on the line Monday night. First, Texas Deathmatch between Bob Armstrong and the Tennessee Stud Ron Fuller, and the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol returns to the Magic City to defend the Southeastern Heavyweight Championship against Hustler Rip Rogers. Idol is back in Birmingham. Who cares? Nobody, because I'm going to show you all you people in Birmingham. Who's the man with the blonde hair in the Southeast? Who's the man with all the muscles? Who's the man that gets all the women? And who's the baddest man in the Southeastern area? I'm going to prove it to you, Austin Idol, and to all you geeks in Birmingham on Monday night.
I believe you too, Rip. I think you are going to be Southeastern heavyweight. It's probably the biggest card they've ever had in Birmingham, Alabama. Out there at that beautiful fairgrounds building. And I like that fairgrounds building because it got a real high roof on it. And the Texas Deathmatch, that's where you're going, Bob Armstrong. I want you, when you get there early, to look up and see how far it is to that roof. Because I'm going to put this foot in your butt, and you're going to go face to face with that roof. I'm going to kick you right out of that building. Texas Deathmatch Monday night.
Texas Death Rule. Falls don't count. The match continues until one man can't answer the bell.
That's right. Fairgrounds, Birmingham, the Magic City. Presto changeo. One good lick and the stud disappears. Turns into a donkey. Not even a donkey. Maybe a burro. And you better find a place in that ring to burrow you a hole because of Texas Death Match. Falls don't count. They go to the last man is standing. And there's only one man in this match. And you're looking at him, the Bullet.
Your fans have been waiting for it. It happens Monday night. Austin Idol is back in Birmingham.
You know, Rick, it just warms the cockles of my heart to be back in Birmingham. Birmingham is the city that Austin Idol built in professional wrestling. Now, Rip Rogers has been telling everybody that he is the man of the hour. He's telling everybody that he's the sexiest human being that ever walked the face of the earth. He's telling everybody that women are literally falling at his feet. Well, after looking at a face like that, Don, I can see why they're falling at his feet. And as far as that, well, I heard her name called Fleabag. As far as the Fleabag goes, I understand that Rogers took his girlfriend there as valet of the Fleabag to a dog show, and she won it. Well, Donald, I'm telling you one thing about Birmingham. I'm going to tell you all about Alabama is going to pick right up where I left off. I'm going to teach you one thing, Rip Rogers. I'm going to teach you why they call me the Universal Heartthrob, the women's pet, and the men's regret. Because you're going to regret the day when you met up with me, pal.
The Ladies and gentlemen, this event, one fall of 15-minute time limit. The ring officials remain the same. Now in the ring at 238 pounds, Montgomery, Alabama's Pete Martin. His opponent now making his way to the ring at 241 pounds, Salt Lake, North Carolina, Rick McGraw.
Quick draw, Rick McGraw taking on Pete Martin. And this our second of many great matches today on Southeastern Television Wrestling. Bell sounds are ready for action. Coming up a little bit later on in today's program, we'll be taking a look at videotaped highlights of the match in which Boris Zuhkov won the Alabama State Heavyweight Championship from Quick Draw Rick McGraw. And a little bit of controversy, or a lot of controversy surrounding that particular match, Rick.
You bet. Mr. Billy Spears made his mark on that match again, as he had so many times in the southeastern area since his arrival. Rick McGraw had really taken that Alabama belt to heart. He seemed to form a kindred spirit with the people here in the state of Alabama. And it really shook him when he lost the title, especially because of the way he lost it. You know, he's a good sport enough where he'd have lost it fair and square. He just said, all right, you know, maybe another day. But to lose it like he lost it, as we'll see in a couple of minutes, I think has really put the fire under this man.
Good reversal by McGraw and Pete Martin. McGraw now going to that knee right into the forehead. Lightning fast. Quick draw, Rick McGraw. Up there, takedown. And McGraw now, dropping that knee right in the head of Pete Martin. And Mr. Martin now, I would imagine, wondering should he have thrown those punches he did just moments ago.
A full power slam from Rick McGraw, almost a certain pin, but McGraw pulled his man up by the hair. Another hard right. Ooh. And Martin's no pushover. He comes back with a couple of forearms of his own. He's been around, and as we've seen several times on Southeastern Wrestling, he is no slacker. Backdrop on the former Alabama State champion. Martin goes to the second rope. Ooh. McGraw caught him coming off, turned his man a belly-to-belly suplex that almost had Pete Martin pinned in the middle of the ring.
Side headlock by McGraw. Fires that right. And to the side of the head now, Martin back with a couple of his own. And
I'll tell you, those punches from Pete Martin are enough to knock an average man to his knees, but they're having little or no effect on Rick McGraw right now.
There's that elbow planted right to the top of the head by McGraw. McGraw now setting his man up. Oh, thought he was going for a panel driver possibly, but Martin,
finds out the hard way that maybe a couple of the tactics he tried aren't the best route to go against Rick McGraw. Atomic drop that sends Martin to the canvas, and Rick McGraw still on the offensive almost throughout the entirety of this match. McGraw sweeps it around behind his man, posts him up, and look at the strength here on Rick McGraw. Sits Pete Martin up on the top turnbuckle, scoops in behind him, belly to back suplex, and that's got to be it. No way he can get up from that. 3. It's over.
It is over. Your winner of the match is Quick Draw Rick McGraw, former Alabama State Heavyweight Champion. As we said, highlights of that match in which he lost the title a little bit later on. Right now, watch this very important word.
Continental Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, of course, is one of the most coveted belts in the United States. Promoters here at the Southeastern Wrestling area have been trying to get a title defense in our area by the current champion, the Tennessee stud Ron Fuller. He has defended twice in the United States under the governing jurisdiction of the National Wrestling Alliance. The promoters here feel that Bob Armstrong is probably the top contender in the country. They have tried very unsuccessfully to get Ron Fuller to defend his Continental Heavyweight Wrestling Championship against Bob Armstrong here in the Southeast, but the battle's not over yet. Right now, let's get a chance to talk to the reigning Continental Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. He is the Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller.
Can you imagine the nerve of these promoters here? Not only will I not defend the Continental Championship in the Southeast, I will not even bring the belt to television. I'm not going to let you freeloaders out there even see the Continental Heavyweight Championship belt, much less Bob Armstrong. I'm unhappy enough about having to have a Texas death match. I've already beat you, Bob Armstrong, in every kind of match imaginable, left you laying night after night in every arena in the Southeast, and now they got nerve enough to say that they want me to defend. They're going to demand that I defend. I'm not ever going to defend the Continental Championship in the Southeast, and you can take that to the bank out there, all you dummies.
Well, it's quite possible that the Southeastern Championship Wrestling Committee and the National Wrestling Alliance may have some different opinions on that, Bob.
Well, it's only fair. He won that Continental title here from Freebird Michael Hayes a few months ago, and since then he's refused to defend it right here in the Southeastern area where he won it. Now, he's talking about leading melee, and I beat the man in a Canadian lumberjack in a street fight match. I don't ask for anything I haven't earned, Rick, but I feel like I've earned a shot at the Continental Heavyweight Champion. That is Ron Fuller. I owe more than that to Ron Fuller. I owe him an awful lot, and I want him to see that he gets what he deserves. The Continental Heavyweight title would be just down my alley, and I think the committee is going to look into it. It's only right that he's defended right here in the Southeastern area. I've beaten the man. I don't know what else I've got to do. But Texas... Okay, Mr. Spears and the new Alabama State Heavyweight Champion has joined us here at the ring, at the desk, we should say, and I'm sure you have some comments about...
Sure do. I just want the people, I want everybody out there in TV land to see this tape that we've got on how my champion won the belt. And I think you've got the film back there. I'd like to roll the film. I'd like to see it again myself.
Okay, before we roll this film, Rick and I have noticed on this particular piece of videotape that there is a little controversy as to what happened. You were supposedly not supposed to be at ringside. Was that the understanding?
The conditions in the match were that you, Mr. Spears, were barred from ringside for the duration of this match. In other words, immediately after the introductions were made, you should have gone back to the dressing room and stayed there.
The entire match. Now, let's take a look at what did happen, and you, the wrestling fans,
I was only coming out to give my man a little bit of moral support. That's all he ever needs. He's got the
support to tell me that I could do it, that I could win the title. Just go ahead and do it. It's the only reason it came to the ring. You watch it here on the tape.
Okay.
You're the film, man.
Let's take a look and see what did take place and let you draw your own conclusion.
So the Alabama State title is on the line of this match, Mr. Spears. Rick McGraw, defending champion.
With the fifth. This is the only way you can wrestle. Fifth don't relate to the wrestling. You're not supposed to use the fifth. This is how McGraw wrestles. It's fact American. It belongs out on the beach. Every day, this way it stays. This way it should be.
Yeah. Oh, the ring officials caught in that crisscross by the two wrestlers. Of course, Zuhkov over on the ropes. Now here, what are you doing?
I gave him a little bit of influence. I told the man to go in there, that Mama wanted the belt, and Mama had to have the belt around his waist right then. That's all that I told him.
It appears that an object was given Mr. Zuhkov and put in that band, possibly.
He just used it. His buddy's got a very big head, very good head, and very strong head. And that's all he needs. Well, you see right there, we won. He won the championship belt. All that belt, and he won.
Now, what is he doing? What is he doing to his ears? Sir, I was there.
He was scratching his ear. He had a little bite up there, and he was scratching his ear while he was doing. You know, the man's normal. He's human.
Certainly, I've seen your man, Mr. Zuhkov, use that headbutt before, but never put a man out quite like it did Rick McGraw this particular evening.
The guy was very tired, and I'm sure when he got hit with that headbutt, it was time for him to lay down.
Okay, I think it's obvious. Pretty
What
well.
happened? He had these double knockouts. Said the referee got knocked down. All it took was to make a headbutt in the ground, and he was out there. He made the ring. 1, 2, 3. That's all it took. I'm the champion. I'll take all your American money now. This is what I want. This is what his mama wants. I'll keep it forever.
I won't take care of it now.
Let's put it this way. I was at ringside that night, and I think, along with everybody else in that particular arena, I saw what happened. And we'll let you make your own decision about what exactly happened.
Now, I think it's plain enough on that videotape. Regardless, the new Alabama State Heavyweight Champion is Boris Zuhkov. Under the guidance of Billy Spears will return in just a moment.
84 votes. It's the Democratic National Convention from San Francisco, and BRC 6 News will be there. It's a convention rich in history, from the bloodshed and violence of Chicago in '68 to the victory of an upstart Georgia peanut farmer in '76. Next week, history marches on, and BRC 6 News will be there. Join Scott Richards with live satellite reports from San Francisco each night. The 84 votes. Live coverage from San Francisco, coming next week on BRC 6. Best news to hit Alabama in years. The Own Your Own Phone Center in Bessemer. Yes, it's legal to own your own telephone equipment. Quit paying rent to South Central Bell when you can buy the phone of your choice. Trendline, wall phones, decorator box phones, cordless phones, and phone answering machines made by GTE and IT&T. Names you know and trust. Prices begin at only $39.95 for a standard phone. Start saving on your phone bill today. The Own Your Own Phone Center at McDonald Furniture Company on 3rd Avenue North in Bessemer.
Some stores talk about low prices, but at the car stereo shop, we guarantee our prices to be the lowest every day. Like this deluxe Alpine stereo system with electronic tuner, auto reverse, preset push buttons, and more. Completely installed with 4 speakers for only $349. You save $86. You get the best brands, the best selection, all at the lowest prices, exclusively at Birmingham's only car stereo shop.
How much I enjoyed watching him play football, baseball, basketball. How much I enjoyed just being with him and talking. Just how much life means and how tough it is when he's not there.
BRC-6 is mad about drunk driving.
It's time once again for our personality profile segment of Southeastern Championship Wrestling, and today on Profile we'll be spotlighting a very special gentleman who has won the hearts more times than one of the wrestling fans here in the Southeastern wrestling area, and of recent, last night, won more than the hearts of the fans.
In Panama City, Florida, Vic Rain lost the Southeastern Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. As those of you who joined us earlier have already seen, the new Southeastern Heavyweight Wrestling Champion is a man who is an original in this sport. Of course, we're speaking of the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol, the new Southeastern Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. And he'll be our guest today on this very special personality profile. Over the past couple of years that I've had the pleasure to be associated with Southeastern Championship Wrestling, I don't think, Charlie, that there's really any wrestler who quite captured the imagination and the hearts of the people the way quite Austin has.
Not at all, and as we said, he's done it before, and he's done it again. Southeastern Heavyweight Champion, the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol, and our congratulations to Austin. He should be coming out shortly to join us for this profile.
Well, I'll tell you what, before Austin makes his way out to the profile desk, let's take a look at, last week we saw a little bit of a lifestyle of the heartthrob. Let's take a look at the man himself in action. Here is the Universal Heartthrob himself, Austin Idol.
I'll tell you something right now. Just by listening to the facts from these people right here, man, I'm just tickled to death. I'm pleased and touched, and it just warms the cockles of my heart to be back here in the Southeast. And you know something? And this is no gaga down. When I say I'm telling you the truth, believe me, this is the gospel. If they were to have a contest right now, right today, a worldwide contest to see who the happiest man in the world is right now, I'd win it hands down. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because ever since I left this day, I've hit them all, Jackson. I've hit the New York, the San Franciscos, the St. Louis's, the Atlantas, the Baltimores, the Clevelands, the Miami Beaches. I've been all around the country. I've been a few other little foreign countries. But I learned one thing, Jackson. There ain't no place like H-O-M-E, home and done. There's only going to be one way that I'm going to leave this area this time, is y'all going to have to take up a petition. When I say y'all, I'm talking about my family, Richard. I'm talking about my people. I'm talking about Austin's Army. I'm talking about everybody that helped me make this Austin, Iowa country, darling. Y'all going to have to take up a petition and run me out of town, because I'm here this time. When I say to stay, I mean to stay, darling. And believe you me, I'm going to pick right up where I left off. Let's get that microphone real close to my mouth, because I don't want nobody to miss one single syllable what I got to say. I'm going to pick up right up where I left off, darling. Idlemania is right back up in the upswing. 242 cars from Las Vegas, Nevada. The women's and the men's regret. Now, I want to talk about somebody before I get into this bet. You know, Richard, Rip Rogers, he calls himself, you know, I read in the magazine article the other day, he's saying that Austin, Iowa is a nothing happening dude. He says he's a man who's made everything happen around this area for quite some time. Rip Rogers says he is God's gift to women. He says women are falling at his feet. He says he's the sexiest human being alive. Well, we all taking a good look at Rip Rogers' face. Has everybody taking a good look at Rip Rogers' face? That can't be the face he was born with. It must be a retread, Jackson. And as far as that flea bag with him that they call it Britain, you know what happens when the name Britain, I hear the name Britain, it makes me think of a dog breed, a breed of dogs, a Brittany Spaniel or something, you know. I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm not saying she's a dog, but word has it that this dude, this broad Brenda, eats her meals out of a dish with her name on it. Now then, darling, I've made my impact already. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to make it short and sweet. I've made my impact. I'm back already, the Southeastern heavyweight champion. And I want y'all to know one thing, darling. Like I said before, Austin, I was to stay. This is my home, Jackson. And I want somebody like this Rogers to try to run me out of town. Come on and get it, Jackson.
Like we said before, Charlie, there's nobody quite like the universal heartthrob Austin Idol. That's this week's personality profile.
What a day we're having at Southeastern Television Wrestling. A gentleman coming to join me now, a former Southeastern heavyweight champion, of course, Jimmy Golden. And Jimmy, we've already seen on this program. First of all, welcome back to television.
Well, thank you, Charlie. It's nice to be here. And, you know, I want to appreciate this chance to show a film that, I lost the Southeastern title, and Mr. Rain is so bad, he's been blowing hard and talking about how tough he is. And I'd just like to show you how he won this title, and I'd like to show you how he wins all of his matches. I'm pretty well, everybody knows about how he wins his matches. He's got a special boot, and I'd just like to see what's going on here, Charlie.
Okay, let's take a look at the action in the arena right now in which Jimmy Golden was defending the Southeastern title against Vic Rain, who was a very short-lived champion, Jimmy.
Well, isn't that true? You know, and I know he's awful upset about it, and Mr. Rain, he's going to have a little short time here in the Southeastern area because I'm fixing to take care of Mr. Rain very shortly myself. Right there, you see that boot. Now, I know that he's loaded it. He backs up, and somehow he fixes it up. And when he kicks you with it, brother, you know it. It'll put your lights out. And not only did he just kick me once with this boot, he kicked me several times, Charlie, and I did have a concussion. And the doctors, you know, advised me not to get back in the ring for quite some time. And but I had a warning from Mr. Rain, and he didn't listen to it very good, but he's listening now because I got his attention. You know what I mean?
You did say, you sent word that you were going to go to the arena somewhere, and you were not going to say where you would be, and you would get even, and that you did in Panama City, Florida.
That's true, Charlie, and right there you see Mr. Rain, he hit me in the back of the head again with that boot, and I'm going to tell you, I didn't know where I was at, Charlie. I was out of it right there. I was unconscious, and Mr. Rain won the Southeastern title with his special boot right there. Not only after the match was over with, he wasn't satisfied with that. he had to stomp me again with it. He just stood there and stomped me all night with it, I believe, if he'd have had the opportunity. And he did a good job. I'll have to hand it to him because I was in the hospital for a day or so, and I had to go through some tests and what have you. But I got news for Mr. Rain. He's not through with Jimmy Golden yet, and I'm not out of this wrestling business yet, and I'm going to settle some business with Mr. Rain. You know, I held that title since March, and that's as long as anybody ever held the title here in the Southeastern area, and I'm very proud of that fact. And Mr. Rain did take it away from me with that boot, but I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Rain. I'm going to even things up with you, sonny boy. I'm going to get that boot off you, and it's just liable to fit on my foot, if you know what I mean, and I'm going to take care of some business because I owe you, sonny boy.
Okay, the comments of former Southeastern heavyweight champion Jimmy Golden. We're ready for our next match to get underway. Let's go to the ring right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event is one fall, a 10-minute time limit. In the corner to my right at 225 pounds, Birmingham, Alabama's Josh Stroud. His opponent, returning to Southeastern Wrestling 235, Montgomery, Alabama, Jimmy Golden.
All right, Jimmy Golden goes into the ring. Josh Stroud, his opponent on Southeastern Television Wrestling. Still to come, great tag team action. Jerry Stubbs and Arn Anderson will be in action today. Test of strength between Stroud and Golden, former Southeastern heavyweight champion. And it looks like Golden comes up with the advantage. Full Nelson on Josh Stroud. Breaking, you see those knees drop down into the back of the legs of Stroud, and certainly Golden is showing us a few amateur moves here.
Well, you bet Jimmy Golden's well-versed in that aspect of the sport. He's also a man of his word. He did exactly what he said. We told you last week that he passed the message to us that somewhere, sometime, he was going to show up and get a little revenge on Vic Rain, and he did just that in Panama City, Florida. Made sure that Austin Idol became the new Southeastern heavyweight wrestling champion. Golden now switching to a half-Boston crab on Josh Stroud. Stroud's really never had a chance to get anything going in this match, although he's a fine amateur wrestler. Jimmy Golden's just completely overwhelming this man, and I don't see any sign of any lingering injury to Jimmy Golden at this point in the match. So.
And Stroud now locking up the leg of Golden, up on top of his man into a chancery. Now Golden scrambling, and both men back to their feet.
Well, Josh Stroud's got a very good collegiate background behind him. Tying up collar and elbow with Golden. Golden right to the side, headlock and the hip lock takedown. But Jimmy Golden's made a point over the last couple of years to really improve his match style. And I know he spends a lot of time in the gym, not only at the weights and at the other cardiovascular exercises that, of course, go along with a physical training program, but Jimmy Golden spends a lot of time on the regular collegiate amateur match, practicing his float-overs, his leg dives, his takedowns, and maneuvers like that. Notice he's got a reverse chicken wing on Stroud there with that one arm, and now floats over to a more standard long arm by Jimmy Golden's completely at home now on the mat.
Taking control of that left arm. Now Stroud sweeping the leg. Good takedown. Can he follow it up, though, and hold on to it? No, Golden has that left arm barred.
Still to come today on Southeastern Championship Wrestling, we'll take a look at the Southeastern Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson and Jerry Stubbs, plus a sensational black star who started to make his mark here in the Southeastern area, Michael Ragin, and many, many more surprises still to come this hour on Southeastern Wrestling. Good back leg slip by Josh Stroud, but Golden keeps his composure. He keeps that front chancery, and Stroud just never had a chance to take the advantage, Charlie.
Golden is down for a 2 count. What a match we have going here.
And Josh Stroud really surprising a lot of the fans at ringside, coming way down deep. He knows what an important match this is to him. Golden did look like he was trying to throw his man into the turnbuckle, but Stroud, wait a minute. Stroud charges Golden. Golden's got him up around the head. What a tremendous kick out of the corner. Double leg dive, roll up. 1, 2, 3, that's it.
Winner tonight, Jimmy Golden from Montgomery, Alabama, and will return with more of Southeastern Television Wrestling in just a moment.
You're
Your hottest ticket to a week of rock and roll is right here. Our gold hit keeps the beat hot with Christopher Cross, Tina Turner, Men at Work, Missing Person, and the Human League on stage. Plus, videos from Rick Springfield, Jefferson Starship, the Alan Parsons Project, and Weird Al Yankovic. First, we'll kick you head over heels with a double play from the Go-Go's. Plus, look again lip syncers that'll have you begging for more all week with solid gold hits.
Coming Monday, following the VRC 6 Nightcast.
Magic City Dodge challenges all other dealers to a showdown. Bring us a price quote for signed buyers' orders and newspaper ads, and we'll gun them down. And what is this little D50 pickup with a base price of only $49.95 or a full-size Dodge pickup with a base price of only $59.95? You'll buy more trucks for your money every time right here at Magic City Dodge. Now, you know, some of these dealers will tell you I can't do it. They'll tell you I won't do it. But, you know, if I tell you Rooster Dip Snuff, look under his wing. You'll find the can, partner.
There's always time for breakfast at McDonald's.
What? Just that. Start. Your morning at McDonald's where there's always time for breakfast right on the way. So come on by and start today. It's a good time for the great place. Let's start without us at McDonald's.
McDonald's now has 2 sausage and fresh-baked buttermilk biscuit, only 99 cents plus tax. At participating McDonald's. Jack Nicholson, a scrappy career sailor, helping Randy Quaid find his way to the bridge.
Get excited, boy. That kid ain't going nowhere. What makes you so sure? You know him.
But on their way, they've got to attend to the last details.
I was just trying to show the kid a good time, you know what I mean? He can't have a good time.
Don't miss award-winning actor Jack Nicholson in The Last Detail, tomorrow night at 11.
My pleasure to sit in on this interview and talk about the fantastic lineup of Southeastern Championship Wrestling this coming Monday night at the Fairgrounds Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. A lot of great action taking place in Birmingham now. A big return of Jimmy Golden this coming Monday night. He'll be taking on Vic Rain. Return Alabama title match. Boris Zuhkov defending against quick draw Rick McGraw. Right now, let's hear from Rain and Zuhkov.
Rick McGraw, I understand you got suntan lines where the belt was when you were laying out in the sun on Pensacola Beach. So let me tell you right now, I understand that you haven't been seen on the beach since losing the title. And the title is going to stay right here, so I guess the beach will just have to do without you, my friend.
Yeah, Big Smoke. I never forgot how you almost made me bleed to death there in Birmingham. But this time, McGraw, I'm going to take you and defeat you and get rid of you. This title is mine, and it's going to stay with me in Birmingham.
Here it is, Golden. See this? This is the end right here, brother. When I jam this in your back and hang you up like a big slab of meat. Just think of who the last person you'll see. Look at that pretty face, because that's the last thing you're going to see.
Turn Alabama title.
Spears, you better get your mama to fork out a whole lot of cash. Because first, I'm going to win my title back. I'm going to take it away from Boris. I'm not going to have to cheat to do it. I'm going to do it legally. And then I'm going to beat your brains out if I can. I'm going to take your head down to the beach and stick it in the sand where it belongs.
And you, Mr. Golden, have something to settle with Vic Rain.
That's exactly right. You know, he's the shortest-lived champion that's ever been in the Southeastern area. You remember Vic Rain? It ain't been too long. I cost you that belt, Sonny boy. I want you to remember one other thing, Sonny. When we get to Birmingham at the Fairgrounds building, I'm going to be paying you back something that I owe you, Sonny boy. I'm going to get that boot off your foot, and I'm going to be putting it on my foot. Whatever it takes, I'm going to pound your head into that mat. Be ready. Birmingham.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your television main event, one fall, with TV time remaining. Now in the ring at a combined total of 495 pounds, the Southeastern Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson and Jerry Stubbs. Their opponents at a combined total of 445 pounds, Michael Ragin and Steve Reed.
Ragin and Reeves taking on Stubbs and Anderson, the Southeastern Tag Team Champions. Stubbs Stubbs and Anderson, of course, under the direction of Billy Spears, part of the Billy Spears family.
I don't know, with the addition of the Alabama title, Billy Spears seems to have a world on a string just this very minute, Charlie. He's got the Southeastern Tag Team titles, Anderson and Stubbs. He's got the Alabama State Heavyweight Championship belt around the waist of Boris Zuhkov. And just for the moment, sir, Mr. Spears, things really seem to be going your way.
Well, things always go my way. I think you know, and everybody else knows, things go the way money goes. And I've got all the money. And I've got confidence in my boys. I don't even have to sit ringside with them. They're doing a great job just up there by themselves. They know what to do. I don't have to be with them all the time. That's the way I like to be a manager. That's the way I like to manage. I don't like to have to tell them every move to make. I like people with brains, and my boys have brains. They can do it on their own. So I'm just going to sit here and watch them and just watch them win, just like you guys. Okay.
Michael Ragin in the ring right now, apparently confusing the Southeastern Tag Team Champions with some of his tactics. Ragin has really made a good impression here in the Southeast. Young man coming from the University of Kentucky. A good amateur background behind him. Scoots in behind Arn Anderson for the hammerlock. The tag to his partner, Steve Reed.
Reed being caught by that elbow of Arn Anderson. Hard right and another hard right. Snapmare takedown by Anderson, boot into the chest area. You want to mean how confident they are with Anderson? They know I'm getting there.
Anderson and Stubbs really taking over on this Steve Reeves, who never really had a chance once the tag was made. Stubbs picking his man up like he's a feather, twirling Reeves around and slamming into the canvas. A lot of the interior dissension between your two men seems to have disappeared, Mr. Spears, since he took over. There used to be a little problem in the teamwork of Anderson and Stubbs from time to time.
Anybody that I manage does what I tell them to do, and I've told them to try to get along. They've had the differences before, but now they've got everything straightened out, and everything's going to be great, and we're going to hold the titles for quite some time. Okay. Confidence words from Mr. Spears. As you said, Rick, with the addition of the Alabama State Heavyweight Championship in the family of Billy Spears, it certainly Reeves being drugged.
A rather merciless exhibition from the team of Anderson and Stubbs. Now he's done the right thing. He tried to make that tag. I'm not sure whether it's going to be allowed or not. The referee was being distracted by Jerry Stubbs on the far side of the ring.
In the meantime, I feel sorry for that guy in the ring right there. I really do. He's taking a lot of punishment, that's all I can tell you.
Jerry Stubbs now with the advantage of rear chin lock on Mr. Steve Reed. Anderson and Stubbs. Charlie, I don't know. Since they've got their belts back around their waist, a lot of the levity that was theirs in the ring, a lot of the humor that they're always laughing, joking, having a good time. I don't see any of that anymore.
No, I don't either. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Steve Reed. Oh, quick knee lift by Arn Anderson. Very punishing Reed. Almost out on his feet on the floor. He's taking a lot of punishment, Michael. The guy makes a good punching bag, don't he?
Well, Mr. Reeves has absorbed more than his share. I'm not sure whether he really has. Reeves trying a shoulder block, ineffectual against the superior abdominal muscles of Arn Anderson. And this Reeves, what a pounding this guy's taking. His eyes are crossed. I don't even think he knows where he is, Charlie.
Oh, he don't know where he is. He didn't know where he was when he got here. Again, Reeves trying to make his way into the ring. But again, it's Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson making the comment as he punished Mr. Reeves. So you want to be a wrestler, eh? It's typical of Anderson and Stubbs that they would do this to you. Clothesline, knocked Reeves senseless. They catch him with a knee, and that's it. This Steve Reeves never had a chance, Charlie.
He is all but out. And now,
Michael Ragin
protect his partner from any further abuse. Finds himself double-teamed by Anderson and Stubbs. Another clothesline off the second rope. Wait a minute. Here comes the Red Patrol. The Red Patrol taking enough of this abuse of punishment, and they decide they're going to straighten some things out right now. Anderson goes out on the floor, and so does Stubbs, and they clear the ring. Here comes Red. Whoa! Soccer Kid comes out of the dressing room. Texas Billy Spears from behind. They got Spears right where they wanted him. Whoa! And wait a minute. Here comes Tommy Gilbert trying to protect Billy Spears. Oh! He got caught with that body press off the top. He's hurt. Gilbert's hurt. Man, did you see that? The Rat Patrol looks to try to take advantage of this situation. They're up on the second rope. Tonka Kid's got his man set. It looks like, yes, triple pile driver on Tommy Gilbert. They have totally devastated this man. Gilbert coming out trying to protect Spears. He was hurt before they even got in the ring. Gilbert's his neck to his back, but Tommy Gilbert sustained some kind of injury in the ring. He's not even moving. He is not moving at all, and all of the Billy Spears family is up there looking over the situation. We'll try to get in a minute or two, find out what the situation is on Mr. Gilbert. But so far, he is not moving, and we'll be right back with more of Southeastern Television Wrestling. Well, let's stay with this just as long as we possibly can. This situation is, although Mr. Gilbert may not be too popular, certainly he's sustained a very serious injury that merits coverage. They're carefully getting him out of the ring. We'll hopefully have an update in just a moment. We'll be back.
I crawled in the windshield, and he looked like he was sleeping, but I couldn't feel any pulse or anything. Holidays are really tough. Really tough. I dislike Mother's Day, although I have 4 other children. It happened the Thursday before Mother's Day.
BRC-6 is mad about drunk driving.
If you'd like America's fun car with all the luxury accessories and 5 years, 60,000-mile service on that car, listen. Do a special purchase with Ford Motor Company. Long Lewis will sell you a new 84 Mustang with power steering and brakes, air conditioning, console, stereo, power lock, premium sound, even intermittent windshield wipers, and the full price, including the 5 years, 60,000-mile extended service, is only $84.95. $84.95. In the long run, it's Long Lewis, you hear, where there's no fine print.
When you roll up your sleeve this summer, roll it up to save a life. Give blood through the American Red Cross. Alabama hospital patients need blood every day, even during the carefree summer months. For them, blood carries in its hope for full and rewarding lives. Please take time during your busy summer to help your Red Cross help others. Roll up your sleeve and save a life. Give blood. In Birmingham, call 322-5661.
The King's Ranch provides a Christian family for over 60 boys and girls from all over the state of Alabama. We appreciate your help in providing homes for these deserving youngsters. We're located in Shelby County. Write us at King's Ranch, Chelsea, 35043, or call at 669-4773.
I love really King's Ranch.
May God bless you as he has us.
The excitement of Southeastern Championship Wrestling comes to the beautiful Alabama State Fairgrounds in Birmingham this Monday night at 8:30. United States Junior title on the line as the Rat Patrol meets Tommy Gilbert. Alabama title return. Rick McGraw challenges new champion Boris Zuhkov. Special challenge match. Jimmy Golden meets Vic Rain. Southeastern Tag Team titles no DQ as the Rat Patrol squares off against Armstrong, Anderson, and Jerry Stubbs. Then the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol defends his Southeastern title against Hustler Whip Rogers. And in the main event, Texas Deathmatch rules as Bob Armstrong meets the Tennessee Stud Ron Fuller. Monday night, the Alabama State Fairgrounds.
what a lineup in the arena, and we're waiting to hear from the Billy Spears family on that particular situation that just took place a moment ago. Right now, I tell you what, let's go live over. Well, here they come now. Here they come now. Let's go over to Studio B right now and get the comments of the Rat Patrol.
All right, Billy Spears, how does it feel, huh? You stuck your nose where it didn't belong, and it got chopped off. Gilbert, you might be out for a long time, brother. We're not going to have to worry about that junior heavyweight belt no more. We're going to concentrate on getting them southern heavyweight titles back, and we won't worry about you, Gilbert, because you're going to be out for a while. Isn't that right? Gilbert's into some serious retirement, I believe. Now, and Mr. Spears, that just goes to show you if you get a little too close, boom, don't get it. You're your mama.
That's exactly right. Spears stuck his nose in, got it chopped off. Another nose that's going to be chopped off is yours, Tennessee Stud. Takes this death match all night. Balls don't count. Somebody's going to go down, and they're going to go down hard, and I want to make it my pleasure to welcome back the Austin Idol. What's happening, brother? Good luck. Hang on to that title if you can.
Thank you, boy. You know, I've been reading the magazines all around the country. Rip Rogers has been telling everybody that he's the prettiest man ever to walk the face of the earth. He said that he is the universal heartthrob. He says, look at my face, darling. Isn't this sheer beauty? Well, you know something? You know, he may be pretty, and he says, I've got women falling at my feet. Well, darling, after looking at her face like that, I can see why they're falling at your feet. And he says, I took my baby to a dog show the other day, and I heard she won it. Well, darling, I'm back in town. I'm back in town to stay. Take a look at this dog right here, darling. It's Idolmania all the way, and I just can't wait. Who cares about Idolmania? Who cares about that anyhow, right?
Let me tell you one thing right now.
You do not put your hands on me. My mother does not allow it. I don't like it, and it will not ever happen again. Let me explain something to you, Charlie. Let me explain something. I'm going to show you people something when we get to the building. Something you have never seen. Ain't going to be no funny hats. Ain't going to be no clowning around. You saw me, let's take a man's head off. There ain't going to be no shucking and jiving. I'm going to show you what me and him have done all over this country, and that's three people. Tell them, Mark. Tell them, boy. Yeah, you can look at us and tell us, look at here. I want you to look, boys. You ain't got nothing like I got, and you're going to be finished when it's over, too.
An upset group of individuals, I think, would be the best way to describe the crew we just had here at the desk. And certainly I'd like to know, I don't know if we will be able to find out by the end of the show what the condition of Tommy Rogers is. Certainly, he was not moving out of that ring.
Gilbert took a lot of punishment there. Next week here on Southeastern Championship Wrestling, the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol will be wrestling on TV 1 week from today right here on the same team.
And regardless of what Mr. Fuller said about defending the Continental Heavyweight Championship here in the Southeastern Wrestling area, some things have been told on Mr. Fuller before by the National Wrestling Alliance, and I think possibly we might have some more news about that Continental title and its defense here in the Southeastern Wrestling area.
Well, you know, it's hard for a champion to just to say where and when he's going to do it, but I'll guarantee you Ron Fuller will defend that title.